So you're going about your day and suddenly your belly tightens up, giving you this nice big squeeze. Is it Braxton Hicks or the start of the real deal? In this video, we'll be exploring what contractions feel like, the physiology behind them, and the difference between Braxton Hicks and true labor contractions. I'm Annabelle Carney, and on this channel I talk about all things pregnancy, birth, and postpartum, and share my family with you guys. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ding that little bell down below. So to understand contractions, we need to start with the incredible organ responsible for these contractions, the uterus. So the uterus kind of reminds me of an avocado. It's made up of 3 layers: the outer perimetrium, the middle myometrium, and the inner endometrium. Now it's the myometrium which is composed of special muscle fibers that play a crucial role in these contractions. The myometrium is a smooth muscle, meaning they work automatically without us consciously controlling them. So unlike skeletal muscles that we can contract or relax on demand, like our biceps, the contractions of smooth muscles, like those in our intestines and our uterus, are regulated by the body's internal mechanisms. Now, the myometrium consists of 3 different layers of muscles. So there's the inner circular muscle fibers that wrap around the uterus in a circular pattern, and then there's the middle mesh-like muscle fibers that interlace with one another, and then there's the outer muscle fibers that run along the length of the uterus. Now, it's thought that the interlacing muscle fibers actually connect the longitudinal and the circular muscle fibers to synchronize these contractions of the 2 layers, which work together to create these labor contractions. So now let's just go over what a contraction actually feels like. So Braxton Hicks contractions are also known as practice contractions, and they're these uncoordinated contractions of the uterus which are similar to a muscle twitch. They're usually felt as a tightening or squeezing sensation of the abdomen and are often described as mild and don't cause intense pain, but can be uncomfortable. These contractions can come and go irregularly, but they don't have a specific pattern. But it's also important to note that not every woman experiences Braxton Hicks. So here is your uterus, and these are all the muscle fibers, and inside I have a green ping pong ball which represents baby's head, and the neck of the balloon is the neck of your cervix. So these are Braxton Hicks contractions, and as you notice, there's nothing going on down at the cervix. There are no changes happening. Now, on the other hand, true labor contractions are these coordinated and more intense contractions. They're typically felt as a rhythmic tightening and release of the uterus and cause changes to the cervix. So as labor progresses, these contractions become stronger, longer, and closer together. Sound familiar? They can often be felt in the lower abdomen and wrap around to the back. Now, remember, by the time that you're due, your uterus takes up your entire belly. So eventually, the contraction will be felt throughout the entire abdomen. Sensations of contractions are very subjective. Some women may describe them as strong menstrual cramps or a wave-like sensation, intense pressure, stabbing from the inside, belly pain that radiates down to the hips and thighs, and some may even say that they're painless. Personally, contractions felt more like a strong muscle cramp that came in waves. So during true labor contractions, the outer layer of the muscle fibers gather up at the top of the uterus, which is the fundus, and it gets shorter and thicker. Well, the circular muscle fibers at the bottom of the uterus lengthen and stretch as they move up. So this all corresponds with the baby moving down towards the birth canal. So now, as you can see, these contractions are causing the cervix to change. It's becoming shorter and thinner, and you're able to see baby's head more, that green ping pong ball, which corresponds to dilation. Then these contractions become even stronger and stronger, and now you're just about 100% effaced right here. And then all those muscle fibers are working together, and out comes baby. Oh boy, look at my hand. Wasn't expecting that. Thought it was a permanent marker. So now, how are these contractions initiated? Contractions are initiated by this intricate interaction of hormones. One key player is oxytocin, the love hormone produced by the pituitary gland in the brain. As a woman approaches labor, the amount of oxytocin receptors and oxytocin hormones increase, stimulating the uterine muscles to contract. Additionally, pressure on the cervix from baby's head further stimulates changes to the cervix as well as the contractions. So this combination of hormonal and mechanical factors helps set the stage for the onset of true labor contractions. So as you can see, the uterus is such an amazing organ and we really should brag about it more. So to sum it all up, contractions are very subjective. Braxton Hicks contractions are mild and irregular tightening of the uterus with no change to the cervix, and they serve as practice contractions. Whereas true labor contractions are more intense, regular, and increase in frequency and duration, and result in changes to the cervix and eventually the birth of your baby. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up for me and subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.